question of the afternoon. Most Americans say this is the #1 thing they've had too many. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. If you have a teenager, chances are they've not only heard about the show 13 Reasons Why, they've also probably already seen an episode.
It is a dark and heavy show that tackles very serious and at times uncomfortable issues.
Team 12's Brian West talked to a psychologist about what parents should know and how they should talk to their kids about it.
And busted for driving without a license. And since then, he's had to check in with ICE as he continues to live and work in the country, supervised. We're taking a closer look at this case. What makes it different from other cases here in the Valley? Also, how ICE handles this case could really give us an idea of how this administration is prioritizing deportations. Sonu Vasu, ABC 15, Arizona.
Sonu, thank you. The Trump administration is cracking down on illegal immigration. Attorney General Jeff Sessions toured our border with Mexico yesterday and announced some new priorities for U.S. attorneys. He's calling for more cases to be filed for immigration-related crimes. Sessions is speeding up the hiring of 125 immigration judges to fast-track deportations.
Meanwhile, wildlife conservationists and Arizona Congressman
Rib?
Well, I know this. There are times as a parent when you're so exhausted, and if the only way to get your child to go down is to put them in bed with you and they kind of drift off and then you are able to catch a little bit of sleep, I'm guilty. My wife and I were definitely guilty of doing that. But everything that I read and hear says you shouldn't, because in your deep slumber, when you're sleep deprived, you could easily roll over on that child.
Yeah, especially when we talk about the state that some of these parents are in because you are so exhausted.
Right.
You may be even more sleep deprived than you think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we've heard the expression once a cheater, always a cheater, but now there might be science to back that up.
Listen to this. There's a new study out that says the reduction of emotional guilt can cause people in relationships to continuously cheat. Scientists found that people who cheated on a partner are likely to cheat again because each time that cheater lies, the amount of guilt that they feel decreases. In other words, the more someone lies, the easier it gets to lie.
Wow. Well, the findings show that the first time someone commits adultery, they might feel bad, but if they do it again, that guilt lessens and then makes it easier for them to continue those cheating habits. Gentlemen, what do you think? Could science explain why people apparently cheat so much sometimes?
I think science does a lot to explain why we have certain tendencies, certain personality traits and habits. And so I think it's important to obviously take that into consideration, right? When you talk about why someone behaves the way they do.
Yeah, boy, it's sad, right? Well, it was a daydream that has turned into a nightmare. Watch this.
Not us.
This.
Do we have it?
This.
Vukovic, ABC News, Mount Sylvia.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheehan.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That is so painful.
Well, it was just such a reaction. So you've likely seen the video. The female news anchor in Australia was caught daydreaming on live TV. The mistake has turned into a viral sensation. Now we've learned that she has been fired.
I know.
From her gig.
That's wrong.
This is terrible. The station, quote, relieved her of her on-air duties, saying she was just a casual contributor and not a staff member. But an online petition has been made for the anchor to get her job back. All right, I'll go first here, and I'll say it right now. I had a blunder that was very similar to this when I first started working here at 12 News.
Yeah.
I actually tried to look for the video and post it again, as embarrassing as it is, because I feel for this anchor. I know most of us have had something like this happen throughout our careers, guys.
Yeah, I've got that video on my cell phone if you need it. We pass it around and when you can, we just don't let you know.
It's good to know. Send it my way.
I've been caught off guard. I just, you try to be a little smoother with your reaction. Obviously, this was...
It's happened to all of us.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at today's hot headlines. So, former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio
is nearby. That's cool. All right. Well, the Maricopa County Fair is kicking off today. Air 15 giving us a live look outside at the fairgrounds right now. This is near I-17 and I-10. There's so much to check out there. We got rides, shows, farm animals, and of course the food. Saturday, your kids can meet Peppa Pig from noon to 4, and Sunday there's an Easter egg hunt. The fair runs from 10 tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, Friday and Saturday till midnight. Admission is $9 for adults, and kids over 8, kids 7 and under are free. The forecast looking a little toasty out there over the next few days, but all in all pretty good. Today, though, we still have that air quality alert I want to tell you about. Now, remember, ozone is a clear pollutant, so unlike the air quality alerts we have during the winter, we have that nasty brown cloud just sitting over the valley, you're not necessarily going to see that on a high ozone day. In fact, this ozone high pollution advisory will be in effect for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow, as we pick up some breezes, it doesn't look as bad, but we're still looking at a health watch for tomorrow's air quality too. Right now, upper 80s to low 90s across the valley. Looking good out there. And tonight, we're going to drop these temperatures into the low 80s by 8 p.m., upper 70s by 9 overnight hours, taking it all the way down to 63 degrees here in Phoenix. Then tomorrow, 93. We're going to start to kick up the breezes tomorrow ahead of the next dose of cooler air pushing in here. We'll talk about how far that'll drop things by Good Friday coming up in just minutes.
A new push to expand the Amber Alert system. What's behind Senator McCain's new bill making changes to the child abduction warning system?
Cosmo magazine running an article about how to lose weight may seem like no big deal unless the woman profiled had cancer. I'm Kamasi Aaron, the backlash online and what one survivor is saying about it.
As Walmart continues to compete with Amazon, it's now offering discounts on 10,000 items, but there's one small catch.
We asked you to open your hearts and give, and boy, did you ever. A huge thank you to everybody who donated to our Phoenix Children's Hospital telethon yesterday. After the final tally last night, here's how much you helped raise for PCH. A whopping, and these are new numbers just in, $747,585. We want to thank everybody who took action for Arizona kids and Phoenix Children's Hospital. The Now Arizona is back in just moments.
Troopers had to stop traffic while they guided the dog off the freeway. It eventually wound up in a neighborhood after jumping over. Hidden road hazard that can be a huge safety concern for your hidden road hazard that can be a huge safety concern for your
Get approved and know your down payment before you shop. Only at Drive Time.
35 years ago, Social Security Judge Stephen D. Slepian amassed a team of professionals to help protect the rights of the injured, sick, and disabled.
Social Security is paid for from contributions from your paycheck. If you are under the age of 65 and cannot work, Social Security protects you from the hardships of medical disability. They provide a monthly check and medical coverage.
You do not have to go it alone. The Slepian Law Firm. We won't charge a fee until the case is won. Call 266-3111.
No one loves a road trip like your furry sidekick. So when your side glass gets damaged, good thing Safelite Auto Glass offers you a same-day guarantee. And we'll get you back on the road fast.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
If you're dreaming of a more beautiful bath or kitchen, call Rebath & Kitchens. Our remodeling family has the products, personnel, and expertise to transform and add value to your home. Rebath & Kitchens. Call now for a free in-home consultation or visit us online.
Luxury and affordability come together at Arizona's original since 1923, Kohler Cadillac. Experience excellence without compromise or comparison with up to $14,000 off remaining 2016 Cadillacs. Kohler Cadillac just down the street from the Biltmore on Camelback. Look for the car on the roof.
Remember doing science projects when you were a kid? Well, today Team 12's Crystal Henderson is checking out some of the latest experiments.
That's right. She's at the Phoenix Convention Center right now, taking a look at some of today's creations. And hey, Crystal, any interesting projects out there so far?
Yes, so many cool stuff. We're going to show you two of them that have a little something to do with weather. We are live at the Arizona Science and Engineer Fair at the Convention Center. Say hey. Hi, Mom. There is nearly 1,200 brilliant students here from all over Arizona showcasing their hard work, their research projects. We're going to feature some for you here. We've got 7th grader Connor here. Tell me about your project.
My project is on how Arctic sea ice melts and how climate change and the surface color of water affect how fast the ice melts.
And how does the color affect?
I found that the darker...
Get started with an Auto 3.5 from Desert Schools today.
Shoot, until the day after she was taken. According to the FBI, there are more than 7,000 Native American children who are missing in the U.S. Senator John McCain says we must give Indian tribes the tools they need to help our children and put an end to this tragedy.
Another day, another company in hot water with a PR mess on its hands.
Sounds like it. This time it's Cosmopolitan magazine, and the way it titled an article about a woman who lost weight. The Now's Kamasi Aaron shows us what happened and why so many are offended.
It's a headline that makes you want to click. How this woman lost 44 pounds without any exercise. Cosmopolitan magazine tweeted the title, but once inside the article, viewers found it wasn't all as it seemed. The woman featured had cancer, and that didn't sit well with too many of them. Readers fired off tweets like, "Cancer is not a diet plan," and "Are you insane?" prompting Cosmo to delete the tweet and change the title of the article. But for people like Lauren Schwartz, it was too little, too late.
I think it's offensive to me as a woman, and yeah, of course, as a cancer survivor.
These kids are on another level nowadays. I mean, you have 2 boys. You know what they have to do, you know, with homework.
They're very savvy with the technology.
Yes.
So they know how to access some of the great research out there online and then also apply that to whatever they, are doing.
All I had in my house was Encyclopedia Britannica.
Hey, that was like most of us, right?
You know, back in the olden times for you millennials.
All right, here's Trem, Emma, and Vanessa with a look at today's afternoon juice.
Hey guys, here's a very Easter question for you. What is your favorite jelly bean?
Sour blue.
Sour blue?
Yeah, the blue one that's sour. What's yours?
Oh, I don't know. I like all of them.
There's so many options.
Except for the black one.
Oh,
the licorice?
yeah.
Like black licorice? No.
It's just a waste.
Yeah.
Why do they
Go
put
with
that in
green
there?
apple.
Okay, so thanks to new data from CandyStore.com, we now know what people in Arizona love the most.
AAA says gas prices are expected.
Stunning new high-def images of the Earth at night. NASA just released them. It's a composite map of those night lights and